As a child, do you remember your favorite place in the world? At 14 years old, Jonathan Pitre was going to that place to watch his hometown team,
We got a 3-goal lead. Gotta keep it though. Yeah!
the NHL's Ottawa Senators.
I thought I would definitely become a professional athlete. I just said, this is what I'm going to do. Simple, nothing else.
It was here in this arena Jonathan dreamed of fans standing, a crowd cheering for him. It would happen, not for the way he played, but for the way he lives. When is the last time you had one pain-free moment?
Never. I've never had. Butterfly children. We're called butterfly children because a butterfly's wings is as fragile as their skin.
Jonathan was born with a disease called epidermolysis bullosa, or EB for short.
It's called one of the worst diseases known to modern medicine for a reason. The worst disease you've never heard of.
A rare genetic disorder, EB patients lack the glue that normally binds skin together. The slightest touch can result in blistering and wounds comparable to third-degree burns.
Jonathan is in constant pain. He wakes up with pain and goes to bed with pain. It's in our lives forever, all the time.
But the disease has never curbed Jonathan's prime passion.
Sports for us is just everything. In gym at school, we would always adapt the sport that we would play so I could play.
What did he dream of becoming?
He wanted to play hockey. That's the only thing he would discuss, wanting to become that hockey player every day.
Hey, good job, bud. Hey, he's moving.
EB is degenerative by nature. And as Jonathan got older, sports became harder. What kind of toll did playing take on your body?
A big one, very big one. Even just when I was playing in gym, I knew that the next day I probably couldn't walk. Soon enough, I just knew that I couldn't do it anymore. And it was tough. I had a lot of trouble swallowing that one down because everything I loved to do so much, the one thing that I just loved to do was gone.
Having to tell him, I know that this is what you want to be, but this is not what you're going to be. I think that was the hardest thing as a mom, to be able to tell your child, because we never want to say that to our kids. We want them to work hard at wanting to become people they want to be. And yet you're the one telling them, you're not going to be that person.
Jonathan's daily life is a competition against pain.
Hello, sunshine.
From the moment he wakes, his mother, Tina, a single mom, is the only one with him for every delicate step. Jonathan is 4'7" and weighs just 60 pounds. With EB, even eating is a challenge. Breakfast includes a buffet of pain medications, including methadone, a powerful narcotic used to help heroin addicts in withdrawal.
How are you feeling right now, in this instant?
In a lot of pain. The pain it's been high lately, very high. So just the concentration and just the focus and everything, just very hard.
Yep.
Even during the course of our interview, Jonathan needed extra cushions for his back. A footstool to ease his legs.
Better?
And another dose of methadone. In order to prevent potentially fatal infections, Jonathan and his mother go through the same routine every other evening: his bath.
How's that? How's the water?
I'm not sure. I think it's good.
I'll wait until you're really in just to make sure.
Yeah, good.
Jonathan is wrapped from the neck down in bandages at all times.
Ow.
Sorry, buddy.
Except here, where one by one, those bandages come off.
If you live with this, you have to be strong. And if you're not yet, you will become. I can guarantee that. You have no choice.
I can't dry him, so he just kind of air dries. And then I start reapplying the dressings. So whatever we removed in the bath, we have to reapply once he's out.
It's just good for people to see it, just to make them understand that much more. It's one thing to hear about it, and to show it, it's a completely different story.
You're hurting your child. You're hurting the one person you adore unconditionally in this world. Come on, bud. Mm-hmm. But I'm doing it for his good. And I know I have to do this if I want to keep him with me for a long time.
3.5 hours after they began, the process ends.
Voila. All done.
For all the physical agony, there is also a social pain. The disease not only hurts Jonathan, it isolates him.
Jonathan doesn't really have any friends. He was bullied. He was called some pretty ugly names.
At school, Jonathan must avoid other students for his own safety. An inadvertent collision could be catastrophic for him. As a result, most of his day is spent here, in a 9x11 room with his teaching assistant, Natalie.
I like to be kind of like any normal, regular kid. Just to be like everyone else would be fun, you know, just to be able to fit in, and that's all, you know, most people would like that.
You know, I've always told him that he wasn't alone. It's one thing to say it, but when you don't see anyone, you really do think you're alone.
Then came September 2012. Jonathan and his mother attended an international EB conference at this Toronto hotel. For the first time, Jonathan met others like him.
That was just such a turning point for him. It was the first time that he felt normal. He felt like everybody else.
I'm not alone, and I do have friends. It opened my eyes that I now know one reason that I'm here, and that is to help people with EB.
He says, Mom, this is what I have to do. He says, I want to be an EB ambassador. He wanted to raise awareness about EB. He wanted to help people.
1 month after the conference, Jonathan's metamorphosis began.
The more people that know about EB, the more people understand and can help make it a world without pain.
First, it was local television.
I go and talk to them about what is EB.
Then, he was front page news.
Well, this is our good buddy Jonathan Pitre.
Next, he went national on Canada's biggest hockey shows.
The point was to make awareness to EB.
With each appearance, Jonathan's profile climbed, and EB awareness grew across the country, leading him to this day and to this place, his favorite place in the world. Except this time, he wouldn't be sitting in the crowd.
We are all waiting for this speech. We're excited.
No pressure.
Jonathan was asked to speak at We Day, an international youth conference. The audience? 17,000 fellow teenagers.
That's a big crowd. That is a very big crowd.
Toward the end of the event, Jonathan took the stage, and not on skates, but in a chair. Not with a stick, but with a steady voice. The butterfly child had his moment.
How's it going, Ethan? I'm very pumped to be here with you today. When I was younger, I dreamed of playing sports. I was going to be the next Sidney Crosby or LeBron James. Sports are in my DNA, but it wasn't meant to be. I needed to dream bigger to expand my horizons. I may not have the physical ability to become a professional athlete, but I've got a voice, and it is powerful. With my voice, I can become anything I want. A sportscaster, a coach. My options are limitless, and I'm in no rush to figure it all out. I challenge you, We Day. Start chasing your dreams. If I can do it, so can you. Thank you, We Day.
In that moment, what pain, if any, did you feel?
Pain in my ears. It was really loud. It was an incredible moment, like one that I'll never forget. It meant a lot to me.
Now, 3 years after his campaign began, Jonathan has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for EB research. But as it stands, there's still no cure for epidermolysis bullosa.
What is the life expectancy of someone with EB?
25 years approximately. Yeah, it's not a lot. Like, when you think of it, I'm over half my life. One big fear that I do have is that I'll get to a point where I can't continue living life to the fullest. But I'm not gonna let it happen. That's a promise, not only a statement.
Dreams, by nature, are fleeting, fragile, evolving. They are like the boy and the butterfly who carry them.
A butterfly starts as a caterpillar, and then it starts growing. And then when it gets to the part of the butterfly, it's free. To find a cure, to cure people with EB, we will have no more pain and no more wounds. Our limitations are gone. We are free now. We can do whatever we want to do. That dream it's very bright, and I think it's coming soon.